welcome to SAP Tutorials channel. So in this video, I will be talking about the material master, which is one of the crucial master data not only in SAP materials management module, but across the logistics. Okay, because SAP is well integrated with every module. So production planning can utilize the same material. Materials management is definitely for sure. Then sales and distribution, then plant and maintenance, project systems. Okay, and etc. I would say. So it doesn't matter whether you are a plant maintenance consultant or a materials management consultant or a SD consultant or a PP consultant. Okay, so this video will be useful for all of them because this is something which is a very important master data and a lot of I mean there are so many business processes which revolves around this material master data only. Okay, let us don't waste the time and let us proceed ahead. But before that, I would like just like to remind all you guys that if you guys are finding my videos useful, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Because as you know, it is a motivation for me if you guys are liking or subscribing the channel or sharing with someone and putting your comments as well. I mean the feedback. Because I mean I'm giving a lot of effort right now to making these videos, okay? And I'm also ensuring that these videos will be useful for you, okay? It is not just only for the uploading purpose, but I just also wanted to make sure that it will be fruitful for all you guys, all right? So, okay, so let us start and understand what is a material master data in SAP MM, and as I said, not in MM, in all SAP, okay? So please note that this will be part first video where we will be discussing about the materials management, its key views, I would say attributes, what are the important parameters and the fields that we need to maintain in the material master data, and what is the important of all those views and fields. Okay, so let us proceed with that. So on my screen, if you can see, I do have one material master which is already created in the system. Okay, and right now I am into the display mode. If you can see here, display material ACT-B03, which is the finished product. Okay, finished product is something which can be used, ready to use. Okay, so finished product is your material type. So if I will click on I here, information on material tab button, I would say. So you can see here the material type is FERT, F-E-R-T, finished product. So FERT is your material type code, okay, which is important. How? That we will see. Okay. So this is the screen and you can see here. So these are known as views. Basic data, one view, basic data, two views, and sales view, purchasing view, MRP views, okay, and then the accounting view. So there are a lot of views under this material master data. So material master data is a big master data. It is not small because as I said, if someone from production planning background wanted to set this material master for MRP purpose, so these MRP views are very useful over here, okay. So, and from the financial perspective, accounting views are important. And then from the sales and sales perspective, I would say sales and distribution perspective, sales views are important, right? For storage perspective, general data plant is important. I would say plant data storage location is important. Similarly, for warehouse management, WM execution, all these are important, okay? And definitely for product costing, all these the one costing views are important. And then for purchasing purpose, procurement purpose, purchasing is important. So there are a lot of views, okay? So it is not like that every time in every material we have to use that views. No, it totally depends on the requirement. As I said, there are a lot of business processes which revolves around that material master only, okay? So that is why it is having a lot of views. So do not bother. We will discuss one by one each and everything. Okay, so these are your views. And if you go to the creation of the material, this is your initial screen. So material number, you can have your internal number ranges or the external number ranges. Okay, if you wanted to name your material as per your own choice, you do not want system to generate it automatically. You can just put your name over here, provide your name, and then go to the industry, select the industry for which type of industry. So these are all standard industry types SAP has already provided out of the box. So if someone wanted to use a different industry type, they can definitely configure that one. Okay. So these are the industry types which you can choose while creating the material. And then this is very important, the material type, okay, because there can be different views. Because for an example, the views which you are seeing right now for finished product cannot be available in like service, okay, or like spare parts. So it is quite possible. Okay, so that's why selection of the material type is pretty important over here. Okay, so I have prepared one document as I did always, right? So let us jump back to the document and we'll see what are the important informations under this material master, and let's discuss that. So as I said, this is the part first. Okay, so let us understand what is the material master. Okay, so this document provides a comprehensive overview of the SAP Materials Management Material Master, a crucial component for managing material-related data within an organization. It covers the purpose, structure, key fields, creation, maintenance, and important considerations for effectively utilizing the material master in SAP MM processes. This guide is designed for users all levels from beginners to experienced professionals seeking to enhance their understanding of this fundamental SAP object. Okay, so as I said, this material master is a central repository. It means, as I said, SDPP, plant maintenance, or whatever, EWM, WM, any other modules, is having a very close integration with this one. And that's why material master is not the part of the, I would say, only materials management, but rather than it is a part of the whole logistic. Okay, and there might be someone who is not working in materials management, might be working in plant maintenance, EWM or project system, 3P, might not be aware with regarding other views that can be used in sales or purchasing, because they might be only using the MRP views for production planning, specifically I'm mentioning over here. So for those guys also, this video will be useful because I will be covering all those important views. Okay, it doesn't matter which module it is having an integration with. Okay, so let us proceed with the introduction to the material master. Let's see. So the material master in SAP Materials Management serves as a central repository for all information related to a specific material. This includes data such as descriptions, dimensions, purchasing information, accounting details, and storage locations. Okay, by consolidating this information, the material master ensures data consistency, reduces redundancy, and facilitates efficient material management processes across the organization. So as I said, there are different views which I have already shown you guys, right? So this is only talking about those views only, right? Think of it as a digital record for every single item your company buys, sells, manufactures, or store. Without a well-maintained material master, processes like purchasing, inventory management, and production planning becomes significantly more complex and prone to errors. So this is very important. So it is a digital record, absolutely, because we are creating it digitally in our system and we are saving those master data into the SAP database. Okay, and whenever we require, we can pull that. Okay, so it is not like that if materials management guy requires a material master, he can create his own material master, and then if PP guys, production planning guys require a material master, then he has to create a separate one. No, it is not like that. It is a central one. So only one material master data can be created. Okay, so material master is a unique material code, I would say. For an example, I would say there is a hydraulic pump that has to be procured, right? So only one master data for the particular piece of pump which is having a specification. Okay, but in case if it does have a different specification, okay, so suppose a pump is having 50 kilowatts and another is having 80 kilowatts, so in that case you can have a two different material records, but for the same specification you can only create, like I am having 100 of pumps. Okay, it doesn't of same specification, everything is same. Okay, it doesn't mean that I need to create 100 material master records. No, only one material master records will be created. But if there is any question coming into your mind, how we can track then all 100 pumps, because all those 100 pumps, if we are procuring, we have to receive those 100 pumps, and we have to store those 100 pumps in our warehouse. Okay, but only one master data is required, material master is required. But what we can do there, we can segregate with the serial number. So we can assign serial number 1 to 100 to every material master. So we can say that, okay, so this is the 100 one, but the material master record will be same. Now, what is the serial number? We can discuss this later, because first we need to clear this one, material master. All right. So structure of the material master. So the material master is organized into views, each representing a specific area of material management. These views are grouped under organizational labels such as client, company code, and plant. This structure allows users to access and maintain only the relevant data for their specific roles and responsibilities. So what does it mean is that your material will be procured on the plant level. Okay, and then plant will be linked with the company code, and there can be n number of storage locations as well. Suppose, for example, I do have a separate storage location for keeping the raw materials. I do have a separate storage location for keeping the finished good. I do have a separate storage location for storing the semi finished goods. Okay, and there can be special materials, that suppose there is some frozen material that has to be stored in a refrigerator. So for that, I do have a separate storage location where the refrigeration facility is available, right? So there can be multiple storage locations under one plant as well. Okay, so on the plant level, okay, and it can be on the sales organization level as well. Okay, so there are a couple of levels for the material master where you can put your material. Okay, so now here's a breakdown of the key components. So first is material number. As I said, material number is a unique identifier for each material. This is the primary key for accessing and referencing the material master record. Then the material type classifies the material based on its uses. Example, raw material, finished product, trading goods. The material type controls which views are required and which fields are mandatory, as I said. But all these, whatever the controls that we are getting over here, so all these are configured in the system. So this is out of the box provided by SAP. We do not need to touch, but if you want to create your own material type, SAP recommends, okay, as well as I also recommend, as per my experience, to not disturb these standard settings. Always copy and then modify as per your requirement, okay, so that you can have the reference if anything goes wrong. Then the industry sector, as I said, categorizes the material based on the industry belongs to. Example, which industry, chemical, mechanical, or whatever it is. Okay. Then the views, logical groupings of data fields related to specific business functions. Common views include basic data, which provides general information like description, unit of measure, and material group. Unit of measure is very mandatory over here, because if we are procuring something, suppose for example, I am procuring a pump. Okay, so it should be in each unit one piece. Okay, but if you are procuring something, I mean, a different kind of material like raw materials, if you are suppose it is in powder form. Okay, if you are procuring a raw material which is in powder form, then the unit of measurement can be in kilograms as well. Okay, so that's why having the unit of measure is very crucial over here. Okay, and the material group as well. Okay, so material group also plays a key role over here. How, that we will see. Then the purchasing data relevant to procurement, such as purchasing group, order unit, and purchasing value key. So purchasing is very important from the materials management module point of view, I would say. So purchasing group, purchasing group is a responsible department for the procurement process. So purchasing view has to be maintained so that you can put all these details. Okay, then the order unit can be different, okay, from your UAM. So order unit can be different and your unit of measurement can be different. Okay, then the accounting views, it's for valuation and cost accounting, including valuation, class, and price control. It is very, very important, because this is something which is having a close integration with the finance. Okay, so that we will see. Okay, because under the accounting, you have to select the valuation class which pulls the GL account, and etc. Right? Then the materials requirement planning, data for planning material requirements such as MRP type, reorder point, and lot size. So MRP is very, very important from the production planning point of view. In materials management also we do have CVP. Okay, that from that point of view also we can use MRP, but production planning is famous for using MRPs. Okay. Then the storage information about storage location and stock management. So definitely if you are receiving the goods, you have to store. So storage location and stock managing stocks, because it is all about inventory management. Okay, so you have to provide the storage location. And then the sales, so data relevant to sales and distribution such as sales unit, delivering plant, and availability check. So suppose your industry is manufacturing something XYZ. Okay, but if you are manufacturing, it means you have to sell those materials, right? So from that point of view, sales and distribution views are very important, where you have to provide the details like sales unit, delivering plant, and the availability check as well, so that you can ensure, because you have to communicate with the customer whether it is available or not. Okay, because for an example, you wanted to purchase a car, but it is not available. So how the seller will sell you and how you can buy it, right? So availability check will be there. And then the work scheduling, data for production planning and control, such as production scheduler, in-house production time. Okay, so this is also related to the production planning schedule. So this is the, let me make it bit bigger so that you can see. So basic data, purchasing, accounting, MRP, storage, sales, and work scheduling. So these are important views, I would say. Okay. And then the organizational levels, as I said already, define the scope of the data within a few. For example, purchasing data is typically maintained at the plant level, while accounting data is maintained at the company code level. So that's correct. Purchasing, but purchasing organization can be directly linked with the company code as well. Okay. Key fields in the, now let us see what are the key fields in the material master. Okay, so understanding the key fields within each view is crucial for effective material management. Here are some of the most important fields. So material description, as I already mentioned, the unit of measurement, the material group, a classification key used to group similar materials together. Okay, so suppose you do have a pumps, but all of them are like, some few of them are like 50 kilowatts, 80 kilowatts, 100 kilowatts, but all those are pumps only, hydraulic pumps. So you can use one material groups to group all those materials, so that what will happen in the report, if you wanted to only search pumps, you have to just put the material group, and all those materials which has been created for the pump will come out. Okay, so purchasing group, the group responsible for purchasing the material. Then the valuation class determines the general ledger accounts, GL accounts, and used for posting material movements. Okay. And then the price control specifies how the material is valued. Example, standard price and moving average price. So moving average price is critical for raw materials. Okay. Because you cannot have a standard price for the raw materials, but the standard price can be for the finished goods. MRP time defines the planning strategy used for material. And the reorder point, the stock level at which a replacement order is triggered. Reorder point is what? Suppose there are a lot of, I mean, definitely there will be uh, a lot of critical spare parts that has to be stored in your storage location, right? So for that, you can set a reorder point that if the quantity goes like 5, so suppose I do have like 5 spare parts only remaining, then automatically a replacement order is triggered through the MRP. Okay. So lot size, the quantity of material to be ordered or produced at one time. And then the storage location, the physical location where the material is stored. So these are all the key fields in the materials management you can see over here. Okay. So in the next part, so this is all about the part first only. So in the next part, we will see how we can create a material master record. Okay. And we will see the views as well, how we can maintain and extend the views, then the important considerations during creation. Okay, and then maintaining a material master record once created, then how we can maintain or extend the data if required, then important considerations for doing maintenance as well, then how we can display a material master record, and then how we can delete a material master record if needed. Okay, and then the important considerations for deletion, and then the reporting regarding the material master. Okay, and then at last there will be a conclusion. All right, so that's all for this video, guys. I hope you guys like this video. Okay, and I will try to upload the part 2 video as soon as possible. So don't forget to like and subscribe my channel so that you will stay updated, and you will also get the notifications if you have subscribed my channel. All right, so until now, take care, goodbye, see you then.